Hello and welcome to Coffee and Cards. I am Danny Garola from Stampin' the Pink Barn. I am glad that you guys are here. Now let me see if I'm gonna try something a little bit different than what I did last week, because it being my first go round here on YouTube Live last week, I had some technical difficulties and my video was kind of blurry throughout doing it. So I am going to try to see if I bring myself up on my other device here, like my phone behind me, that we will do better and not have so many blurry moments and maybe some voice difficulties and that kind of stuff. Let me shut my fan off really quick because I do know that that creates some problems. And I'm gonna go run and shut my bedroom door since I forgot to do that. Because that way my family will know that I am live and they won't decide to just come barging in on me, because they tend to do that. That's just how it rolls when you have kids. Let me see now. I don't know if I can see my comments in here. Let's see. Now it looks like there are a couple people watching here, but why can't I see you guys from my device? Huh. Well, that could be a problem because I would like to be able to chat with you guys, dang it. Now, see, all these things I have to try to figure out. There you are, Mom. Hello. Come in and say hello. I guess that's how I need to know that you are here. You know, that's kind of one of the thing with me learning how to do the YouTube lives, is figuring these things out. Now, we are going to be sipping on some coffee along with making a super cute card today. I just wanted to kind of just let you know that if this little one back here decides to make some noise or whatnot, I can't help it. It's just the way it is. And sometimes she just likes to tell us what she's got going on in her day. She is nonverbal, so it's normally just a little bit of noise that she'll make, but that's why I kind of put her in there, so she's not right here in the room with me, so we're not, you know, being too distracted. But anyways, let's get on with today's business. So kind of a crazy little thing I like to tell you guys, kind of like about what is going on in my life. But yesterday I went and picked up, so as some of you know who follow me over on Facebook, last year, November, I was in a car accident and somebody rear-ended me. Well, I finally got it into the shop because I need my car because of having a handicapped child. I have to have my minivan that can get her in and out of and whatnot. So I was so worried about taking my car in, because I have heard that right now, with things that are going on with the shipping crisis and all that kind of stuff and what's going on in the world, that sometimes your car can be in the shop for upwards of a month or even more. So I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot be without my car. I have to be able to have my vehicle. So I was very, very, very late on getting my car in the shop because I just didn't want to be without it. That's just the way it is. Just being real with you. And so yesterday, or no, not last week, but the week before, I had decided to go ahead and we had to just bite the bullet, take my car into the shop and get it repaired. So it has been there for 2 weeks and they still don't have the parts to fix it. So the whole back hatch of my minivan needs to be replaced, because when she rear-ended me, it kind of jumped up over my bumper and into the whole back end of my car. So that needs to be replaced. So they have to order a new one. They don't have it in stock yet. So finally, after 2 weeks, I was like, okay, we have to rent a car because I can't be without a car any longer. So we called the rental place and I asked him, I said, so can you reserve me a minivan so I can pick it up? And because I have a special needs child that I have to have in that vehicle. So I get there yesterday to pick up the car, and I see this brand new, Pacifica sitting out there, and I'm like, woohoo, I really want to drive one of those because, I've been looking at those that maybe potentially in the future I would like to get a new minivan, and maybe the Pacifica is just for us. But not knowing anything, driving one or whatnot, maybe I wouldn't like it. So I was like, sweet, they've got the car sitting there ready for us. So we go in, we give him our name and get our stuff ready. And he comes, calls our names and brings us out, and we're walking out, and there's one lonely car way out in the middle of nowhere. And I go, what? I go, where are you taking us? And he goes, well, to your rental. And I go, that's not a minivan. And he goes, no, we decided to upgrade you free of charge because we don't have any minivans in right now. They've already been reserved. It is a brand new, like, no joke, it is a Chevy Tahoe. Well, our other vehicle besides my minivan, we have a Chevy Suburban. So no big deal. It's still a big car. It's something, that has third row seating in it, and I can fit my daughter's wheelchair in the back and all that kind of stuff. But I was just so shocked because I was thinking, here I'm going to be driving a minivan. It's a little bit more cost efficient than a big SUV, but I love my big SUVs. So it was just kind of coincidental because my son was just talking about the night before. He goes, Mom, you should have asked them to get that big SUV and one of those newer ones that you dream of owning one day. So it was just kind of funny. We show up and they upgraded us for free since they didn't have any minivans in stock. So I drive home in this brand new 2000, or it's not brand new. It's not a 2022, but it's a 2021. It's got 30,000 miles on it. This brand new, gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I am in love. And the bells and the whistles and the ding dings and all that. There is I pull up in the driveway and my son's got his window, and I tell him, I go, whoop, whoop. And he comes running out and he goes, what the heck? He goes, that's not a minivan. So he's sitting in it because, of course, he just turned 17. But I told him, I go, nope, son, you don't get to drive this one. And so he's sitting in it and he's like, wow, this is fancy. So pretty cute little story there. So, all right, on to making our card so we can get this going. I'm going to flip the camera around, so please do not get sick. And if you get motion sickness, please shut your eyes and I'll tell you when I get you turned around so you can open your eyes. So hold on just a minute. Yeah, so if you come in and join, please tell me hi so I know that you're here. Grab your cup of coffee or tea or whatever it is that you are drinking. So like I said, I am Danny Garola here with Stampin' the Pink Barn. Let me tilt my camera just one more time. There you go. I think you guys are ready. You can open up your eyes now. So we're going to make a super cute card today using the Bewitching stamp set, or bundle actually, because I'm going to be using the coordinating punch that goes with that stamp set, which is right here, the Bewitching. Now this reminds me so much. Let me take a drink of my coffee. Now I am a huge Halloween fall fan, and this really reminds me of Hocus Pocus. I'm sure you guys know the movie because it was kind of an iconic movie, and still to this day, it's something that me and my kids try to sit down and watch at least once a year. And so this just reminds me of the Sanderson sisters because you've got the three hats, and it just kind of reminds me of those three witches. So super cute. You've got the punch that punches out those beautiful hats. I just love it, and I'm having so much fun with this set. And then I'm going to be bringing in the Best Witches stamp set because this has got some really cute sentiments, because the Best Witches don't have sentiments in it. So I want to be able to bring some sentiments in for my card. All right, so that's what we're using. We're also going to be using some of the layering circles dies here. We're going to be using 2 of those to make kind of a outlined circle. Okay, on to a little bit of business first. So we have the Sweet Sunflowers paper pumpkin that is currently available. Now, you can do this either as a subscription, or right now, a really, really good time to get your paper pumpkin is doing the prepaid subscription, where you buy either a 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month subscription, a prepaid. You will, once you purchase this in my store over at shopdannygarola.com, you will then be able to get a code in your email. You'll take the code over to Paper Pumpkin and put that code in there, and then you'll get your 3 or 6 or 12-month subscription activated. So what I'm saying about the why it's a really good time to do the prepaid is because you will earn those celebration freebies during this time period while Celebrations is live. That goes through August 31st. You will be able to get some free products. So if you buy the 3-month prepaid subscription, you will get one of our $50 celebration items for free. If you do the 6th-month prepaid subscription, you can pick either 2 of the $50 or 1 of the $100 freebies. And if you do the 12-month prepaid subscription, you can get 4 of our $50 Celebrations items or 2 of our $100 Celebrations items. Okay, so I wanted you guys to be aware of that, because I know a lot of people are really wanting to earn those freebies, because hey, why not? They are super, super cute. We've got a lot of things in that little catalog, that little Celebrations brochure that you guys can earn. So who doesn't like to earn free product when you're shopping and buying your wonderful stamping products anyways? So yeah, we've got some really cool. So just one thing to note, that the pool party and the soft seafoam cards and envelopes are already gone. Those have been sold out. And as of this time, they are not bringing any more of those in. So that is one thing that how it works with. Let me show you a couple of the $100 things here while I'm going through this. So this stamp set right here has so many stamps in it. It's got 17 stamps. That's one of their $100. And then you've got a die set over here that has a coordinating stamp set inside of the annual or our mini catalog. And then this right here comes with the paper and the stamp set for the $100. Okay, so what I was saying is that, yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Anyways, so the Sweet Sunflowers is this month's current paper pumpkin. It is going to be your beautiful sunflower stamping. It comes with 2 stamps and spots this month. It is crushed curry and soft suede. So check that out. I have adhesive kits for $35. This comes with a 6-inch clear ruler. It comes with a full pack of mini dimensionals, regular size dimensionals. It comes with a green glue, a sand eraser, a adhesive eraser, and the mini glue dots, along with a tear and tape, all in this super cute bag so you can take them on the go with you. I have my 20 cards for $25 plus shipping. I put it in a priority envelope, so no matter what it weighs, because all of my cards are different and each package is going to weigh a little bit different. So I just put this in a priority shipping envelope and it comes straight to you, so the price will always be the same as far as shipping is concerned. So this is a great way to get some already made cards that I have spent so much of my time on, but I just have so many of them, and with us getting ready to move, I have to downsize my supply, or not my supply, but my plethora of cards. So I'm offering it up to you guys. Join my team right now. We have the Making Plans bundle, so that is included in your starter kit. So the way the starter kit works is you get to pick $125 worth of product and only pay $99 plus whatever your taxes in your city. But right now, through Sale-A-Brations, so through August 31st, you will get this super cute planner on top of your $125 worth of product. This is a 18-month planner, so you get all the way up until December of 2023. Including this, you will also get 3 separate little notebooks and a really cute making plans stamp set with this. Today, the paper that I'm going to be using that I think coordinates so well with these Halloween goodies over here is the black and white designer series paper. I just think it is perfect for our Halloween cards that are happening right now, or getting ready to happen. I do know that I have been seeing a lot of Christmas in July cards going on right now. So I thought I would spice it up and do Halloween in July. So this paper is super cute. You will find this inside of our July, December mini catalog. All right, so let's get into this card. What we are going to need is we are going to need an 11 by 4 1/4. This is our card base here. I am using the thick basic white cardstock since this is my card base. We are going to score this at 5 1/2 and then at 4 1/4. Because I'm going to be making I think they called it a book binding card layout. So I'm going to just score it right there on the 5 1/2, and then I'm going to burnish that down so that stays nice and in place. Then I'm going to take where I just scored on the 4 1/4, and I'm just going to pull that back. So now it looks like I have a little book here. Now, leave this alone for the moment because we will be gluing that down, but we're going to be doing some fun things to this little section right here. Give me 2 seconds. I think I need to turn my daughter's TV down because we don't want to have any interference with this live video or they will take it down. And I want you guys to see this super cute card. All right, so for this little binding piece right here, I am going to be taking, this is 1 1/8 by 4 1/8, and this is going to go right here in this little section. Okay. I pulled that glue booger off and then it stuck to my finger. So we're just going to have just a little tiny margin of that white sticking around that. Okay. Then we are going to bring in this is the glitter washi 4-pack. Now it comes in the purple, the orange, the black, and that beautiful green color. I'm going to use the purple for this card here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and stick it to my desk and then put my card where I want it and then lay this down across that card. Now I didn't put it straight across it. I kind of wanted it off-centered a little bit. Now when I pull this up, whoops, I didn't secure that down. Okay, make sure it's secure. So when I pull this up, now I have it where I can push these ends right around the back side of that card, just like that. So now those will stay in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down so that stays closed. I'm going to grab my tear and tape for this. You don't have to use tear and tape, but it just keeps it more secure that you don't have to worry about it lifting or anything like that. And then I'm going to use my take your pick tool. And I love how this bottom end either has like the spatula look or the little pokey end. The pokey end works perfect to be able to lift the backing off of your tear and tape. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to press that into place. So now that's going to stay closed for my little book card. Okay, make sure that's all pressed down. Okay, now we're gonna get into this card. So you will find all the dimensions and a downloadable project sheet. It's a PDF that you will be able to pull off of my blog. It's going to take me a little bit because I will have to upload this video when we're done here. I will have to paste it over onto my blog and then write up the blog for the dimensions and everything of this card. So just know in a few hours I will have that up and running, so you can go over there and download this project sheet. It will have a shopping list on there so you'll know everything that I've used. Okay, I'm gonna bring in my Stamparatus, and I just like to place a stamp pad underneath there so I have a placement. And I'm going to grab a piece of scrap white here and just set that with my magnet here. Okay, I'm going to grab my Memento ink, and I'm going to use this little hat right here. It is the more solid colored one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay that on my paper. Actually, I'm going to come down here because I need to be able to slide that into the punch. And so now I'm going to close my Stamparatus so it just grabs that stamp right on there. And then I can take my Memento ink and I can stamp that with, or not stamp it, but ink it up. And then when I press it closed, it will stamp that image. But the reason why I'm using the Stamparatus is because since this is a full filled in stamp, if I don't get the correct color image, the crisp that I want, my placement is still where I want it. I can come in and re-ink up this stamp and then close this, and it will be in the same placement that I already had it in for that double stamped image, because I otherwise would not be able to ever get that on there straight again. So now it's crisp, it's how I want it, and that's gonna work. So one of the major reasons why I love my Stamparatus is because I love it for the double stamping to get that crisper look that I need on my paper. Okay, and this is my simple chamois. It is amazing for cleaning off your stamps. Okay, I'm gonna pull this off and I'm just gonna set this aside for now. Okay, now we need to bring in our mini Stampin' Emboss, or Stamp Cut and Boss. I just call it my mini boss. And I'm using a piece of Gorgeous Grape, and then I'm bringing in 2 of my layering circles. So I'm going to grab the big one, and then I think the second one that I have from up there. So it would actually be like the third one. And I'm just gonna kind of line that up on there, because once I run this through, you'll see why I sat those together. Because when you have that little bit of a gap in there, when I go to cut this now, it's going to cut out a kind of a rim, I guess you would say. Okay, so now I have the ring that I want, because I want this piece here, but I will save this because I can always use that for another project. Okay, and now I can put my emboss machine away. All right, there's that. Here's my card. This is actually going to get popped up with mini dimensionals right on this card front. So let me grab some mini dimensionals. And I'm going to go ahead and use my punch. And I'm going to punch out this adorable little Sanders hat, I'm going to call it. Sandersons. Okay, now when you cut this out, you're going to be cutting out 3 little stars and kind of the hat banner, I guess you would call it. But I'm not going to use any of those. I just need the hat for the moment. Okay, but what I do want to do is I want to take my black washi. And if you guys saw my Monday Facebook Live, you would see where I showed this technique as well, where you just put some of your washi tape straight onto your paper, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, just like that. So I just lined my washi tape up side by side by side in a row of 3. And now I still want these stars, but I want those stars to be a little shimmery with that black washi tape. So there are my stars. And so I can get rid of the white stars because I wanted them in that black shimmer. So as you can see, I just lined my punch up right over the side of where I put those 3 strips, and then I could just punch out those stars to have some shimmery stars here. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to grab a little strip of white, and I'm going to cut this down to a 1/2 inch. And I'm going to take my Best Wishes, or Best Witches stamp, and I'm going to put the words Best Witches, and I'm going to do that in Gorgeous Grape so it matches my paper. I probably should have stamped this before I cut it, but oh well. So I'm gonna stamp that right on there, and that was crooked. I could tell as soon as I hit that paper. Okay, much better. That's what I wanted. Okay, now we can take this and we are going to flag it, but I'm going to wait until I get everything else set up the way I want it so I know where my placement's going to be. So now let's take this little circle or ring or whatever you want to call it, and I'm just going to put some of my dimensionals. I'm going to use 4 of my mini dimensionals and place this around the outside edge, or I guess it's not the edge. Well, it's going to be the edge because that's the only place you have to put them. Okay, now I'm going to take this circle and I'm going to place it kind of off over here to the side. Okay, just like that. Okay. Then my little witch's hat is going to get placed right here. But first, I want this little spider that's kind of hanging down here. I'm going to grab my memento, and just kind of with this, knowing that I'm going to place it right there, I'm going to grab my spider, ink him up, and then I will move my hat and then stamp that down there. Just like that. Isn't that super cute? I love that little spider. Then my hat will get placed right there where it looks like that little spider is hanging down from the edge of the point of that hat. So let's get some dimensionals on this. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot to do something. I wanted to take just a little square of this. So let me cut a crisper edge on this. And then I'm just gonna lay this right over that little black area there of the center of that hat. Okay, and then I'm just gonna snip off just like that. So I'm bringing some of that glitter from over here onto my little hat as well. So now adding just a couple, and since this side here, oops, I did it on the wrong side, but that's okay. Since that side, I'm gonna put one more, or actually, let's see if I can pick this one up. No, it needs to stay where it is. I pushed it down, darn it. You technically only need to put one on this side because of the fact that the hat is gonna sit right here. You don't necessarily need to have more than, there we go. So stick that hat right there, okay. Now I cut this is a 1/2 inch strip of that same designer series paper. That is gonna go right on the inside here. To kind of make the inside of my card just as pretty. Okay, just like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and snip off. I made it a little bit longer than what I needed just for that reason, knowing that I can come in here and snip off the excess. Okay, just like that. And we'll put a sentiment in the inside of that in just a second. All right, so what I wanna do is I want to place this kind of down here on the bottom, but I want to run it pretty close to the edge over here. So I'm just gonna cut that off, and I'm going to grab my banners Pick-a-Punch. Now, if you don't have this, you can always come in and flag this by cutting straight up the center and then bringing your corners in. That absolutely works as well, but I already have this punch just readily available, so I can just bring this in and just banner that little end there. Make sure I get the right side, not the crooked side. Okay, and what I need to do is I just need to grab a dimensional for that side and a dimensional for the end of the flag, because it needs to be able to sit over the circle that we've got here. Okay, so I'm just gonna tuck that in just like that, and then set that down. Okay, now let's bring in our stars. Where did my other star go? Did you guys see it? Shoot. Oh, there it is. It's under the other one. Whew, kind of scared me there for a second. Okay, now we're gonna add some of these stars to this. Now on the flip side of my take your pick tool, you have like this little gummy piece here. Now if that gummy ever gets bad, you can just peel that off and you've got more gummy in here. So you just turn this, and as soon as I start seeing that gummy sticky part coming up, I quickly turn it back so it releases the pressure, so I don't wind up just wasting it all, because it'll just keep going there. So I'm gonna put my star there. We're gonna take another star and put it right up here. We're gonna use the big one. Okay, and then let's put the other one right down here. Okay, just like that. Isn't that super stinking cute? And it was really, really simple. But I think it's kind of an elegant card for Halloween. It's not as scary, it's not as spooky, it's nothing like that. I think this is just a really cute card that you could give to maybe one of your coworkers, or, you know, just anybody, because it's really on the cute side and very simple. So that is my card for today for our coffee and card. that I am starting because I want YouTube lives for you guys. So since I have a whole different audience over here, then I know some people are not fans of Facebook, but you will find many of my Facebook lives that I have downloaded over here on YouTube. You can always go and check all those out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you will always know when I go live. It will send you notifications so you don't miss any of these super cute cards that I have to show you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you try it out. I will get the blog up and going, and I will also try to attach a supply list of what I used here in the description of this video. All right, you guys, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you back here if you join me on Facebook. I will be live Monday. That is also a free class that I do. It is a longer class because I do make 3 cards for that class. That is at 6 o'clock p.m. So that is 7 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Central, and 9 o'clock Eastern. Now, that is the time being until time changes coming up here in the fall. Arizona time, we don't have time change, so it is really tricky for me to have to keep track of all the time changes that do come up. I think we're maybe one of the only United States states that do not have daylight savings. Now, I could be wrong on that. But yeah, so it kind of throws me for a loop when you guys all have daylight savings and we don't. I have to keep track of the times for you guys because then times change for you when I'm on here. It's still 6 o'clock my time, and same with my Thursdays when I do this YouTube live. It'll always be 12 o'clock for me, but it will change times for you guys. All right, you guys, if you need any of the items that I have shown you today, you can always go over to my store, which is shopdannygarola.com. Hit that shop button and it'll take you right into my store. You can also join my team from shopdannygarola.com. You can go there and hit that join button and find out about all the details of joining my team and earning a super awesome discount on all your products. Where is my blog? My blog is over at stampinthepinkbarn.com. You will find details, still photos, you will find a shopping list, and all the things that you need to make this card. Again, it's gonna take me a little bit to get that up and going because I have to write everything out and get the PDF written. Right now, this is my current host code. So if you place an order with me, please use this host code. That is an R, not a P. Because this helps me to be able to bring all these free videos to you guys. And when I do my mystery stamping, it helps pay for all of the gifts that I like to give out to people. We do have a drawing on my mystery stamping. You can find out more details about that over on my blog. You can go to the mystery stamping tab and you can read the details there. So yeah, it is NHZG734R. You will also find this over on my blog on the right-hand corner up at the very top. I always have the current host code there. So add the host code when you hit your shopping cart and you're ready to check out. You can copy and paste this from anywhere you find it. It's also going to be in the description of this video. Copy and paste that, but do not use that host code if your order is over $150. You're going to get some rewards and I want you to have those. So have a wonderful weekend and I will see you guys back here. If not, over on Facebook Live on Monday. I will catch you here next Thursday at 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. All right, you guys, toodaloo.